Hi, my name is Megan Spikings, and today for this student advocacy video, I'm going to be talking about drug and alcohol use and abuse in college students. So I chose to do this topic because obviously we're all college students and we all experience college life every day. And whether or not you yourself use drugs or alcohol, I just think it's something that we should all be aware of, especially because just you walk by people every day on the street who probably do have alcohol or drug abuse problems. Maybe you do yourself. And so I just think it's something that is really prevalent in college life. And yeah, I just think more people need to be aware of the statistics surrounding it and just more aware of the effects of it because I think that's something that doesn't go talked about enough. I really think drug and alcohol use is glorified on college campuses, and it's really common whether you're in Greek life, whether in your social circles you do it, your clubs. I feel like a lot of people are just exposed to drugs and alcohol. And maybe that's normal for you, but I do think it's a very slippery slope that just a lot of people choose not to acknowledge that. So, yeah, here's some statistics surrounding alcohol use and abuse and college students, alcohol and drug. So according to roaringbookrecovery.com, they have an article titled Statistics on Drug Abuse in College Students. So they reported that 50% of students ages 18 to 22 reported drinking in the past month. 29% reported engaging in binge drinking. 22.2% reported using illicit drugs in the past month. And then the National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism reported that around 1,519 college students ages 18 to 24 die every year from unintentional alcohol-related injuries. I personally have known people who have either drunk driven themselves or who have died from other people drunk driving. And I think honestly, that's such a tragedy. And just like if more people were made aware of the statistics and the numbers surrounding these injuries and death, I think more people would not do it. And so that's why I'm personally just very passionate about it. Um, and it's not even just, alcohol or typical drugs such as like marijuana or cocaine. There's a large issue in college campuses of students abusing drugs that should be used for like more medical reasons, such as Adderall. A lot of students report taking Adderall in college for focusing, and that can be very harmful, especially if it's not your own or you're not prescribed it, you're taking a friend's, whatever. Um, and so I think that's where a lot of college students fall into is just the unintentional like overdoses or unintentional drug use because they're using it for a different purpose rather than to just have a good time. Um, but I think a lot of people just aren't aware that that too is very dangerous in and of itself. So like I said at the beginning, just I feel like alcohol and drug use is very normalized on college campuses. Just it's kind of the culture of college, and that's not even just here at USC, that's pretty much at any college. But I think that's why it's so important to talk about just because you probably will in one of your 4 years at some point in college come across people using drugs, or maybe you will yourself. And so just if you're made aware of the consequences or just like what could happen or what could come from it, before you engage or maybe like become aware of those early on in your own personal use of alcohol or drugs, I think we as a society, we as a college campus can just do it in a more safe way. So that's why I chose to do this topic. And so hopefully you learned something from this. Thank you.